Sports Network, TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports. Ready for the Chisholm Dentistry opening tip-off, providing cosmetic and preventive dental care. Whether you need a regular checkup, cleaning, or corrective work, trust Chisholm Dentistry. Call 435-527-3555.
Good to jump, Eric Robinson. Big dunk last night for Eric.
Yeah, he did. One-hand flush. He'll jump it against Dallin Porter. Tip is up. It'll be controlled by Robinson into the backcourt to Bastian. Up ahead to Red. Red high on the left side. Crosses over, gets in the lane, jump stop, nothing there. And an up and under move, finish with the left hand, no good. Crum the rebound for Duchesne. He'll bring it the other way, weaving through traffic. Nobody stopping him. He drives all the way in, coast to coast, no good on the layup. Rebound to Bastian. Roberts up ahead to Red. Red drives left side, scoop with the right hand, off the glass and in, and South Sevier strikes first.
Yeah, great find from Stockton Roberts. And
now up ahead they come, Davis with it. Comes out for Giles, nearly threw it in the backcourt, but Giles able to control it with the dribble. Skips it out to Johnson, left corner to Crum. Looking down the lane for Porter, ball got knocked away, but it goes right to Davis. Davis dribbles through, goes right wing to Johnson, long three, air ball, and rebound will go out of bounds. South Sevier basketball.
Good box out, Bastian, keep that ball out of bounds, and Maxim going to bring the ball in. He's a little ginger on his leg a little bit there, Robert.
Yeah, he went down yesterday with a little leg injury, but a little bit of a limp there as he runs down the floor. Stockton Roberts brings it up for South Sevier against pressure. Now he gets trapped. Skip pass to Ingram on the right side, short corner. Ingram comes back out to the wing to Bastian. Bastian skips it left side to Red. Thought about the three. Holding, yeah, he skips it to Matt. Bastian right corner, three on the way. Air ball hard, backside rebound to Porter for the Eagles.
Good rebound, Porter box out Eric Robinson.
Up the floor they come. Left wing, Deshaun Johnson. Up top to Giles. 2-0. South Sevier leads on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. Alvey Lumber and Manti Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware. Left wing Davis. Picked up by Ingram. Comes out to Porter. Right side high Johnson. Up top to Giles, off the screen, pump fake, defense flies by, tries to drive, got the ball knocked loose, picked up by Roberts, going the other way, drives in against Johnson, lost the basketball, gets it back, misses the layup. Ingram with the rebound, and he misses the putback. Johnson pulls down the board for the Eagles.
There's three shots at the rim, South Sevier's come up empty on.
Still 2-0, South Sevier leads. Up top with it is Davis. Right wing to Crum, guarded by Robinson, comes out to Porter, hands off to Johnson. He'll rise with a straightaway three, knocks it down, a Mesa Machinery three-pointer, and Duchesne takes the lead from Deshaun Johnson.
Well, mental toughness. He kind of airballed that first one and came back and hit a big shot.
Pressure by Giles. Red gets it up the floor to Ingram, now back to Red. Guarded by Crum. Off the screen by Bastian. Looking for the roll, wasn't there. Left wing to Robinson, gets cut off on the drive, jump stop, out to Roberts. Roberts drives left side, spins in the lane, takes a bump, turn around to 8-footer, count it, and the foul. Stockton Roberts with a chance in the three-point play.
What a big shot. Coulter Giles trying to defend him. Good head fake, but the foul's going to be on Johnson.
Yep, that's his first, team's first. So that takes Stockton Roberts to the free throw line as the lead goes back to the Rams.
Pretty quick pace of both teams.
Roberts knocks it down. He has 3 points. 5-3. South Sevier leads.
Eric Robinson at the tip of that 1-2-2 trap.
Down the floor they come to Johnson. He'll go back out to Davis. Now to Giles. Back to Davis up top. Left wing to Crum. He'll rise for three. High arch. Off the backside of the rim. No good. Long rebound in the corner. Taken by Jagger Red.
Good look from Crum.
Up the floor comes Red. Picked up by Crum. Bounces right wing to Ingram. Ingram off the screen by Bastian. Nothing on the roll. Up top to Robinson. Robinson driving left. Goes to Red. Red off the screen. Takes a bump from Davis. Step back. 16-footer on the way. Nails it. Jagger Red with 2 buckets.
What a tough shot that time.
7-3 South Sevier. Pass up ahead to Johnson. Driving baseline. Reverse layup. Hit on the bottom of the rim. No good. Rebound knocked to the bounds. Last touched by South Sevier. Duchesne basketball.
Kind of jockeying down there. Trying to pick up the loose ball.
Cannon Barney getting to check into the game for the Rams. He'll come in for Max and Bastian.
Yeah, I think he's kind of hurting a little bit.
So the lone sophomore that gets time for South Sevier, all juniors, and that one sophomore that gets varsity time consistently. Johnson got wide open on the entry pass for the easy 6-foot floater.
Yes, somebody forgot him, and he's got all 5 of Duchesne's points.
Yes, he does. 4:28 to go in the quarter. 7-5 South Sevier. Left side high, Barney rejects the screen of Roberts, drives left, lost the basketball, regathers it, comes up top to Robinson. Thought about the shot, now drives in against Porter, kicks it out to the wing to Red. Red works his way back up top. 15 seconds in the shot clock. Spins in the lane. Finger roll with the right hand. Got it to go. Jagger Red with 6.
And that's that strength of Jagger, able to take guys to the rim.
Up the floor come the Eagles. Left side high with it is Davis. He'll come out to Giles. Down the lane to Porter. Porter gets it taken away from behind by Barney. Barney on the floor with it, able to pass it over to Ingram.
Well, that's a hustle play for Cannon.
Back the other way comes Jagger Red. Works his way to the left, kicks off the wing to Barney. Pump fake on the shot, dribbles baseline, nothing there. As he's falling out of bounds, throws it in for Robinson. Robinson can't quite gather it. It's picked up by Crum. Down the floor to Johnson. Pump fake, put it up over Red, off the glass, no good. Rebound bouncing around, and Ingram has it for South Sevier.
South Sevier fortunate to deny that basket. Good look for Duchesne.
Right wing Red. Bounces left side to Barney. Off the screen by Robinson. Nothing there on the roll. He'll hand off to Roberts. Right wing Red. Guarded by Crum. Drives into the lane. Comes out to Robinson. Left wing Ingram. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Ball gets poked away. Remains South Sevier basketball.
Coulter Giles gets his hands in there, knocks it out of bounds.
Ingram to inbound. Passes into Barney. Near the timeline, just 10 seconds on the shot clock. Up top is Red. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Crum. Crosses over, going to drive right side. Hangs in the air, off the glass, and good. What a finish. Jagger Red with 8 first quarter points.
Boy, just pressing the action right now. 6-point South Sevier lead.
11-5 your score. Crum with it. Goes left side to Davis. Into the corner to Johnson. He'll rise for 3. High arch. Nothing but net. Duchesne Johnson with all 8 for Duchesne with that Mason Machinery three-pointer.
And 2 for 3 from three-point range. After missing his first, he's nailed 2 in a row.
11-8 your score. South Sevier leads. Left wing to Robinson. Robinson off the hedge. Crosses over. Going to drive left side against Porter. Hands off short corner to Red. Red comes off the screen. He'll back out on the wing. Crosses over again. Looks to drive in. Got cut off by Crum. Comes out to Roberts. Steps back for 3. Nothing but net. A Mason Machinery three-pointer. Stockton Roberts has 6. Back to a 6-point South Sevier lead.
A big shot for Stockton. And
out the floor now comes Duchesne. Up top with it is Davis. Goes left wing to Crum. Crum lobs high to Davis. Hesitation dribble. Tries to lob in for Porter. Ball got knocked away. It's loose. 2 Duchesne players run into each other. Roberts has it. He goes to the floor along with Barney, and he's able to get it out to Jagger Red.
Yeah, what a hustle play from Stockton that time on the seat of his pants.
And now Peyton Ingram nearly got picked from behind by Coulter Giles, but goes out of bounds off of Duchesne. A timeout called by Coach Hoops. It's a Monroe City Power timeout. They provide the electric comforts for local residents. That's Monroe City Power on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 14, Duchesne 8 in this boys consolation game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live and KSL Sports.
Some hands swing rackets or grip irons. Some make winning plays or navigate steep trails. And some hands heal. They mend broken bones, deliver new life, set us on the right path, and help us feel better again. At Sevier Valley Hospital, our hands are here to help and heal.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
6-point lead on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard for South Sevier as we come out of the Monroe City Power timeout. 14-8. Rams lead Duchesne in this consolation championship. 5th, 6th place game on the boys' side of the bracket.
Fast pace right now. Right now, Johnson kind of keeping Duchesne in the game right now.
Yeah, he's been big. 8 for Johnson. On the other side, 8 for Jagger Red, but he also has 6 from Stockton Roberts. Slade Summerhays into the game now for the Rams. Up top with it is Red. Bounces to Summerhays on the wing. High post to Roberts. Short corner to Robinson. Tries to skip it out up top, and Davis takes the underthrown pass away. Down the floor comes Davis. He'll reverse out to the wing. Up top to Crum. Left side high to Giles. He'll rise for 3 over the defense. Floating shot, no good. Rebound to Robinson for the Rams.
South Sevier survives the turnover.
Roberts goes left side high to Red. Into the corner to Barney. He'll rise for 3. High arch. Air ball hard. Backside rebound. Knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by Summerhays. Duchesne ball, and Summerhays couldn't believe it. The opposite official is going to come and discuss it.
I thought it went off Johnson. Can we see that replay, Nate? It's a great engineer up here, Nate, talking about it.
They are going to discuss it here. We'll see what the officials decide.
To me, it went off Johnson. Here comes the replay here. Long shot from Barney. Yeah, it's off Johnson.
But they keep it with Duchesne.
Oh, okay.
Summerhays on that backside was behind Johnson. They must have thought it must have came off of his arm, but Duchesne basketball nonetheless. Up the floor comes Giles. Crosses over to the logo. 1:05 to go in quarter number 1. Left side high, Davis. Down the lane to Porter is wide open. Great steal from Johnson. Misses the lay-in though does Porter, and Roberts the rebound for South Sevier.
Well, that's a great look for Duchesne. And
left wing Red. He'll work his way out. Pass to the right junction to Roberts, being double teamed. Skips it left wing to Summerhays. Dribbles into the right hand, bounces across to Roberts. Got good position. Left hand finish is good. Stockton Roberts with 8.
Good find from Slade as Stockton had Parker Crum kind of sealed.
Down the floor now come the Eagles, and they'll draw a block foul on Slade Summerhays. That'll be his first and team's first. Ingram will come into the game for Summerhays. And checking into the game now for the Eagles will be Kyson Giles and Tanner Stansfield.
Kyson's a player, almost 10 points per game.
And gets great bench production for the Eagles. Stansfield has it, goes high to Coulter Giles, right wing to Crum. Back out to Coulter Giles, lobs down the lane for Porter, who came to the high post and out of bounds it goes.
I don't think he thought Dallin was going to come to that elbow right there, but turnover for Duchesne.
Up the floor comes Jagger Red. Guarded by Crum. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Red with it. Down to 5. Bounces right junction for Robinson. A flare screen to Red. Left side 3. Knocks it down. A Mason Machinery three-pointer for Jagger Red as the quarter ends. He has 11, and it's all South Sevier through 1. 19-8, the Rams lead Duchesne on the Avi Lumber scoreboard in this boys consolation championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet or flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out, and Shepherd's does the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks. Shop 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Check out Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University, and coming into the game now for Duchesne during that timeout is Rhett Claiborne, a sophomore for the Eagles. He comes in for Parker Crum.
And 19 points, kind of a lucky number for South Sevier today. The girls in the first game, 19 in the first quarter, and now the guys answer the bell.
Johnson to inbound, skips it up ahead for Kyson Giles. Giles being trapped, has the ball over to Stansford on the right wing. Out to Davis. Tries to go to Johnson and knocked away from behind by Red and picked up by Ingram.
That's great defensive pressure for South Sevier.
Up the floor come the Rams. Red crosses over, goes to the right wing to Ingram, drives the lane, nothing there. Tries to face up, still nothing as he's guarded tight.
He's got a 3-second call.
Yep, 3-second violation on South Sevier. That'll be their fourth turnover. So Duchesne basketball.
He couldn't get rid of that ball a couple times. That clock's ticking.
In the backcourt with it is Davis. Passes up ahead to Stansfield. Right corner to Johnson. Pump fake. Comes back around to Davis on the right wing. Tries to drive in. Able to shovel it over to Stansfield. 15-footer. In and out and drop back in.
Good soft shot. First Duchesne player not named Johnson to score.
Makes it a 9-point game. Up top, Jagger Red guarded by Johnson. Bounces left junction to Robinson. Nothing on the backdoor cut. as easily taken away by Kyson Giles. He'll come the other way. Hands off to Johnson. Johnson works his way around to the handoff to Stansfield. Back to Johnson. Up top, Davis. 19-10, South Sevier leads on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard. Davis backs out to the logo. Goes right wing to Giles. Hedged by Robinson up the screen. He'll drive in, and have a foul called on the drive. Will go on Eric Robinson. His first, team's first. Back into the game, Parker Crum for Duchesne as Davis comes out. Crum will inbound. Looking for Johnson. Off the tip of Robinson. He's able to get it to him, but defense is able to get there to force him to go out of the lane. Now right side high with it is Claiborne. Looks to drive. Nothing there. Bounce out to Johnson. The top of the key. He'll drive right. Got cut off by the help defense. Out to Claiborne. Pump fake. He looks to drive. Still nothing. He'll come back out to Crum. Crum over to Giles. Now up top to Johnson. Right corner to Stansfield. Stansfield guarded by Bastian, puts up the shot in heavy traffic, missed it well short, partially blocked, rebound to Robinson for South Sevier. He brings it down the floor, nearly loses it, and able to corral it away from Crum, and now Crum will be whistled for the foul.
It's first team foul, second quarter for Duchesne, but Robinson fortunate to keep possession there.
Ingram to inbound. Just screen away for Jagger Red to come get it.
Sean Johnson, close man-to-man coverage.
Right wing to Ingram. Off the screen by Robinson, a big hedge by Crum. He passes up to Bastian. Left wing Red. Red off the screen by Bastian. He works his way to the right side. 16-footer on the way. Knocks it down. Jagger Red with 13.
Boy, he's on fire right now is Red.
Crum with it, working against the 1-2-2 half-court trap. Over to Claiborne. Tries to find some space, gets it up ahead to Stansfield. Nobody on him. He'll drive all the way in, puts it the shot, blocked, and a foul called. And Stansfield will go to the line to shoot two as Stockton Roberts picks up his first.
Good aggressive move that time, and Stansfield comes to the line.
Give you a state bank for the Utah score update. End of one in the boys, 3A boys consolation championship. Manti leads Emory 17-8 in that one.
Stansfield averages 4 a game.
Hits the first one. He has 3 points off the bench. Keegan Johnson to the game for Max and Bastian for South Sevier.
Keegan Johnson coming off a good game yesterday. 6 points and a couple of big threes.
Second free throw. That one is good for Stansfield. He has 4 points, so right at his average already off the bench here in the first half with 5.5 to go in the second quarter on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard. 21-12. South Sevier leads Duchesne. Jagger Red, a white right wing to Ingram. Off the screen by Robinson. Offensive foul will be called on Robinson on the screen. That will be his second, team's third this quarter.
Hold that screen and
remains a 9-point lead.
With Bastian kind of hampered a little bit with an injury, his ability to limit fouls and stay on the court really paramount for the Rams tonight.
Claiborne brings it across the timeline, picked up on the trap, and he stepped on the over Mac line, so turnover by Duchesne is their fourth.
Coach Billy Hoops talking to him about that. Cannon Barney's going to come back in. Robinson going to go down. So one of the shorter lineups we've seen with South Sevier without Bastian or without Robinson.
Ingram to inbound. Throws it into Barney. 5:08 to go in the half. 21-12. South Sevier leads. Barney picks up his dribble. And they almost called offensive foul, but will be on Johnson. The official was ready to give the offensive foul sign, but they're going to call the bump on Johnson as he came through between Red and Barney. Knocked Barney to the ground. Second foul on Johnson.
Coach Hoops just picked up a technical foul there.
Yes, he did. Duchesne crowd letting the official hear about it.
Stockton Roberts will shoot the technicals. That's a tough call.
So Roberts will step up to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 from the charity stripe in the game. He does have 8 points for South Sevier. First one for Roberts. Good.
Shoots close to 90 on the year. And so right now the point load are taken by Johnson for Duchesne and Roberts and Red for South Sevier.
Yeah, Roberts and Red, the only ones that have scored for South Sevier. 13 for Red, 10 for Roberts, and for Duchesne, just 2 players have scored as well. 8 for Johnson and 4 for Stansfield.
I thought that's what made South Sevier real special yesterday, getting 8 guys in scoring offensively. And
Monroe City Power timeout called by Coach Hoops. He still wants to visit with the official. We'll take it with him. 5:04 to go on the half on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 23, Duchesne 12 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And we're back here at the America First Events Center at Southern Utah University. Coach Hoops eventually went to his team after visiting with the officials. So the coaches are wrapping up their conversations right now. It's an 11-point South Sevier lead. Now if you're Coach Hoops, you have the challenge of just getting your team to settle down at this point.
Right.
Put the foul, the technical, everything behind you and move forward.
Move forward. There's nothing you can do about it. South Sevier ball. Sometimes it's a rallying cry. You just never know. Some teams will.
That was always Jerry Sloan's thought on it, right? If he gets thrown out, the Jazz will play better.
Yeah, the coach are saying, I don't know what that says about you. You're a better coach in the locker room.
Dallin Porter checked into the game for Duchesne during that timeout. Ingram hands off to Jagger Red, works his way to the left wing, in a drive baseline, got cut off there, kicks it up top to Johnson, wide open 3 from the wing, short off the rim, high rebound, and Crum has it for Duchesne. He'll push the pace the other way. Kicks it to the corner. 3-pointer on the way for Kyson Giles. Missed it short off the rim. Rebounds on the ground. Porter has it. He'll go up. Missed it short off the glass. Rebound knocked it out of bounds by Duchesne. South Sevier basketball.
Basket's coming hard around the rim. Dallin Porter, good player around the rim. He's come up short a couple times now. And now
it'll be Jagger Red in the backcourt. Working against the trap. Gets it over to Barney. Up ahead to Roberts. Roberts across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Skips it over to Red. Picked up by Stansfield. Right wing Ingram. Nothing down the lane. Now he does go down the lane to Roberts. Short corner to Barney. He'll step back. 3 on the way. Air ball hard. Backside rebound by Dallin Porter for the Eagles. Up ahead they come to Giles. He'll drive in. Takes the bump by Barney. Offensive foul is the call on Kyson Giles.
That's the right call. Gutsy play by Cannon Barney. Knew he was going to take the hit, and he took it. He took a few hits this year in football, too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Coach Stevenette telling Cannon Barney to stand down. Barney jumped in the air on that one.
Yeah.
You can jump as long as you don't create the contact. As long as you have that legal guarding position, you can jump. Just not towards the player. Now here comes South Sevier up ahead to Barney. Down the lane to Roberts. Gets cut off on the low block, and he traveled as he came to a stop.
Good help defense. Dallin Porter that time on the double team.
So it'll be Duchesne basketball.
Coulter Giles will check back in. Giving Rhett Claiborne a break. Kind of an important minutes right now for Duchesne. Down 11. Can you get into the locker room?
Giles, yeah, that's right.
Cutting this lead in single digits.
Crum has it across the timeline. Goes to Giles on the logo. Right wing to Kyson Giles. Back out to Coulter. To the wing to Kyson. Quick wraparound pass into Porter and a foul called. As Cannon Barney definitely outsized underneath, but he picked the foul on that one.
Kind of trying to put a elbow in the back of Dallin Porter, but got to get any advantage you can when you got a big guy in front of you.
Stansfield inbound underneath for the Eagles. Lobs out right side over Coulter Giles. It will go into the backcourt, which he runs down, but then he travels. He forgot that you can throw it into the backcourt on that baseline, so he just picked it up and ran with it.
You can go get it back there, and it's not a backcourt violation. And
so South Sevier basketball right in front of the Duchesne bench. Ingram to inbound. Lobs in for Red. Red guarded tight by Davis by Giles, and he brought both hands down on him. That'll be the quick foul call. His first, team's fourth.
Jagger Red's had an exceptional first 2 quarters for South Sevier.
Free throws for Jagger Red on the 5th team foul.
Kind of what I like, one of the things I like about Jagger is his competitive nature of team basketball. I mean, we've seen him score 29, we've seen him score 2 and win. He's a young man that just wants to win whatever he has to do, whether it's playing defense, assisting, but right now his offense is exploded in this first 2 quarters.
15 points for Red to lead all scorers, and it's now South Sevier's largest lead at 13, 25-12. Crum bounces to Giles. Giles across the timeline, goes back to Crum, over Crum on the logo, out of bounds it goes as he threw it over him. Yeah. Duchesne turnover number 7-5 here in the second quarter.
And back-to-back turnovers. The first one led to a basket or foul shots. Can South Sevier capitalize on the second?
Red with it up top. Right wing to Johnson. Up top to Roberts. Deep 3 on the way. Air ball. And out of bounds it goes. Duchesne basketball.
In the stadium, you see a lot of deep balls short, and that one long.
Crum will bring it up the floor. Gets it across to Giles. Giles goes back to Crum. On the logo. Right side high to Giles. To the wing to Kyson Giles. Tries to pass it inside quickly, and it's taken away by Cannon Barney. Barney down the middle of the floor. Up ahead to Johnson. Thought about the 3. Goes right wing to Roberts instead. Roberts fakes right. Going to drive left. Got in the lane. Takes a bump from Kyson Giles. Wave off the shot. But he will go to the line to shoot 2 as they're already in the bonus. Kyson Giles will pick up his second.
Chance to add to that lead up 13 for Stockton Roberts. And Jagger Red back getting a little instruction from his head coach, Carson Christensen. Stockton, we allude to the fact he's a great foul shooter, and I jinxed him.
So he's 3 for 4 now in the game off that miss. Preston Davis into the game for Kyson Giles for the Eagles. 2:49 to go in the half, 25-12. South Sevier leads. Roberts makes the second one. He has 11. Still just 2 players have scored for South Sevier. Still just 2 players have scored for Duchesne.
Right now, defensively, Coach Carson has to be pleased with the defensive effort of South Sevier.
Up top with it is Crum. Crum weaves through traffic. 12-foot runner down the lane. Yeah. Counted in the foul. Parker Crum with his first basket and a chance at the 3-point play as Cannon Barney will pick up the foul.
Saw the contact. Second foul on Cannon Barney. Parker Crum's too good a player to hold down for a game, and hit a big shot.
Quick State Bank of Southern Utah score update in 3A. 25-10. Manti with a big lead on Emory right now in that 5th and 6th place game. And one for Crum off the front of the rim, got the bounce. He has 3 points.
That leads down to 11.
Roberts across the timeline, works his way around to Porter. Gets it over to Red, skips it down to Ingram, through his hands, into the corner. Ingram able to get it back, and a foul going to be called as Johnson and is it Davis got hung up together?
Yeah.
And they're going to call it on Preston Davis. So that'll be his first. And Keegan Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2.
Kind of unfortunate because it was kind of like a loose ball because the pass was errant, and Keegan was 6 yesterday and looking to score here tonight.
First free throw off the back of the rim, no good.
And still just 2 scorers have scored for both teams. No, 3 for Duchesne now with Parker Crum.
Yep,
right?
Parker Crum, yep. Second free throw. Off the back of the rim, no good, missed them both. 26-15 your score. Crum with it, up ahead to Davis. Back to Crum.
Chance to get within single digits here for Duchesne.
Crum left side high, goes to Giles, down to Davis. Bounce out to Crum, left wing, deep 3 on the way, high arch, rattles it in. Parker Crum, a Mason Machinery 3-pointer. He has 6 straight points, and it's an 8-point game. Ingram across the timeline, skips it over for Red. Back to Ingram. Under 2 to go in the first half. 26-18 South Sevier. Right wing Johnson. Goes to the high post to Roberts. Faces up. Nothing on the drive. Takes a whack across the face, and that'll send Stockton Roberts back to the line to shoot 2 as Tanner Stansfield picks up his first.
Stockton did a good job lobbying. Did you see that? Hey, got the foul.
Another State Bank of Southern Utah score update for you. Early in the game, Kansas State leading BYU 12-2. BYU got a huge win on Tuesday.
Yeah.
As Roberts makes the first free throw.
That game on the road in Kansas, Manhattan, Kansas.
Roberts now with 12. And you can make it 13. Into the game, Cannon Barney checks back in for South Sevier. He'll come in for Keegan Johnson. Max and Bastian have just come into the game to replace Barney. 10-point South Sevier lead. 1:45 to go in the first half on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. Crum across the timeline, bounces over to Giles. Giles right side high, skips it back to Crum. Crum for three, deep three from the left wing again. Nothing but net. Parker Crum feeling it. He's got 9 straight points for Duchesne with that Mason Machinery three-pointer. And that one was deep.
That was deep. Kind of the same angle on this left side.
Red with it left side high. Dribbles through the double team. Kicks to the corner to Ingram. Ingram lobs up top to Roberts. Wide open three. Nothing but net. Stockton Roberts with a Mason Machinery three-pointer answer. He has a game-high 16.
Great ball movement. Red to Peyton and finds Stockton.
Crum picks up his dribble. Goes to the logo to Giles. Goes back to Crum. Fakes the pass. Left open. He'll take the three again. Another deep one. Round the rim. No good. Stansfield with the putback.
Yeah, why not for Crum? You're red hot. But Duchesne cleans it up.
45 seconds to go in the first half. 8-point South Sevier lead, 31-23 on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. Barney hands off to Red. Red curls down the lane, puts up the runner over Porter. Offensive foul called as Dallin Porter draws the charge on Jagger Red.
Good gutsy play by Porter.
First foul on Red. So there'll be 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock for Duchesne.
So you can take one shot.
Coulter Giles brings it up the floor. South Sevier's dropped into a man defense. Right wing Davis, guarded by Barney. Off the screen by Porter, nothing on the roll. Comes up top to Stansfield. Right side high back to Davis. Looking inside for Giles, got it to him. Takes a bump from Red. Backdoor cut by Crum, makes the catch, misses the shot, but free throws coming for Parker Crum.
Get Bastian, I think, on the foul.
Yes, they will. That was a tough angle to get that ball in there to Crum. Good delivery by Giles and a great catch by Crum.
Yeah, he's got good hands, Crum. What does he play in baseball, Robert?
You know what?
Wherever he wants to play?
I guess, yeah. First free throw is good.
Quarterback in football.
10 points now for Crum, and it's 10 straight points. Second free throw, in and out. Bastian the rebound. Gets down to Roberts. Baseball pass up ahead to Barney. 10 seconds in the half. Barney spins against Crum. Offensive foul called as Crum draws the charge on Cannon Barney.
That's his third.
Yes, it is. So 7 seconds left for Duchesne to try to go back and pull it within a 2-possession game. Coach Christensen wanting some pressure. Gets it into Crum. Barney hounding him down the line. Crum hesitates, now drives baseline, lays it up and in with 1 second on the clock, and that'll be how the first half comes to an end. Crum finishes with 12 straight points for the Eagles, and it's a 5-point ball game. South Sevier hanging on to the lead as we go in to the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 31, Duchesne 26 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home. Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
When Bark detects a digital danger, I receive automatic alerts so that I can deal with problems as they arise, while still respecting my son's privacy by not having to read through every single message. Bark even delivers research-backed recommendations on dealing with the issue. This helps me and my son work together, trust each other, and build a deeper bond. Bark has helped protect millions of children while detecting tens of thousands of severe self-harm situations. Bark brings us closer together.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show, supporting local programs and academic and athletic achievements. Building relationships and working passionately is a winning combination. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering. At the half on the Avi Lumber scoreboard, South Sevier 31, Duchesne 26. South Sevier led by as many as 14 in the second quarter, but Duchesne came roaring back there to end the half. Curtis, your takeaway from these first 16 minutes.
Well, you're right, and Parker Crum kind of led that 18-12 advantage for Duchesne in the second quarter after falling behind big in the first. So it's a game right now. We talked kind of at the 4-minute mark that if Duchesne could kind of get into single digits, it's going to bode well. They did a little better than that, cutting the lead to 5.
Yes, they did. And so as we look forward to the halftime, let's take a look at our Sorensen Levitt Insurance stat check. Visit them in Richfield or Salina for your home, auto, and business insurance needs. Proudly representing Auto Owners Insurance. Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield at 896-4471 or Cena Rasmussen in Salina at 529-7471. And for the South Sevier Rams, they have the halftime lead. Still just 2 players. And as you talked about, I think it was a bode really well for them yesterday, having 8 different players score. Today, just the 2 so far. Stockton Roberts with a game-high 16. Jagger Red with 15. That's it for the Rams. And so finding a 3rd, 4th, a 5th, or more scoring in this second half is going to be crucial.
Yeah, spreading the wealth a little bit. And, Eric Robinson played so well yesterday and maybe got a little tentative in this game. And that's part of the building progress of growth in a young player, but they're going to need him down the stretch. And now with 4 fouls, Cannon Barney, that bench gets a little bit smaller again. Does he just have 3?
Just 3.
Okay, he has 3. Obviously without Brace Brindley today, so numbers a little bit down. And I think Carson's done a good job this year with his bench, playing more kids, and this is why.
Yeah, that's right. Taking a look at the free throw numbers for South Sevier. They are 8 for 11 from the free throw line in this first half. I do have them with 7 turnovers in half number 1. And for Duchesne, they're led by Parker Crum. He finished with 12 straight points for the Eagles. That's where he stands right now, is with 12 points. 8 from Jashon Johnson. He was huge in the first quarter. Johnson didn't play a ton in the second quarter there after picking up his 2nd foul. Yeah. Then 6 points off the bench for Tanner Stansfield as well for the Eagles. As a team, they are 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and I have them with 8 first half turnovers.
And I think, Robert, you talked about after the technical foul, can Duchesne keep their composure, and they did.
Yeah, they did. And then other stats look at, there were 2 lead changes early in the game, and Duchesne's largest lead was 1 point. South Sevier led by as many as 14. That was in the second quarter, but now the lead is 5 here inside the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Again, these 5th and 6th place games have both been South Sevier Duchesne, which has given the crowd an opportunity to see the 2 teams that finished 1st and 2nd in the drill team state championships. That was Duchesne as the state champion, South Sevier finishing in 2nd, and the South Sevier cheerleaders took 2nd as well in the cheerleading state tournament, state competition.
A lot of entertainment here at halftime. Right now we got the Duchesne girls.
Yep. Already seen both South Sevier routines at the half as well. So this is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones and DeMille Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. At the half, on the Avi Lumber scoreboard, South Sevier 31, Duchesne 26. We'll take the break and come back and get you ready for the second half next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Dr. Richard Yardley is proud to welcome Dr. Preston Judy to the Mountain View Vision team. Dr. Judy has a special interest in pediatric eye exams, advanced dry eye treatment, and is accepting new patients. Mountain View Vision Center, serving all of Central Utah, offers comprehensive eye care, specialty contacts, diabetic exams, and the management and treatment of ocular disease. Offering a large inventory of frames and sunglasses, their team will help you find the perfect fit. Keep your vision sharp right here in Richfield with Mountain View Vision, proud sponsor of Central Utah High School sports.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property, and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Never too early or too late to be thankful for new Carpenter flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out and Shepherd's does the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks. Shop 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Check out Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield and the deal's done.
Zions Bank proudly supports our local communities and schools. We've been providing families and businesses with banking tools and stellar service for nearly 150 years. For helping you achieve your financial goals, Zions Bank is for you.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Beaver fans are really humble. I don't know what he means.
I don't even mean the fans. That's not the fans I'm talking about.
I'm just joking. Some of our people are...
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom, along with KSL Sports. As we get ready for this second half, let's give you a State Bank of Southern Utah score update at the half in Richfield in that boys' fifth place game. It is Manti leading Emory 31-20 in that one. It's 31-26 here on the Avi Lumber scoreboard for South Sevier. And now as we get ready for the start of the second half, brought to you by Chisholm Dentistry. Curtis, your keys to the second half.
I think South Sevier is going to have to kind of spread the ball around, kind of spread the wealth, get more people involved offensively, continue to play the stellar defense like that, and maintain. I think they're doing a good job. What's the turnovers, Robert, in that first half?
7 for South Sevier, 8 for Duchesne.
Kind of about on average for the season. If you're Duchesne, you've cut into this lead now. What you don't want to do is let that blow up again. You got to stay within striking distance right now, and they've done the ball with Parker Crum's big outburst in the second quarter. And so you get Parker involved, you got Johnson scoring, and Johnson's back in with 2 fouls to start. What a great start for him, Robert.
Yeah, he had 8 points in that first quarter. First 8 points for Duchesne, all of their points in the first quarter. Then that Stansfield got going. He had 6 early second quarter. Then Crum got going with 12 straight points. So it's been only one player scores at a time for Duchesne. 8 for Johnson, then 6 for Stansfield, then 12 for Crum. South Sevier basketball to start the second half, brought to you by Chisholm Dentistry, dedicating to serving the community through top dental care. Call Dr. Richard Chisholm at 527-3555. Peyton Ingram with it, hands off to Roberts. Roberts, hesitation dribble, drives the lane, spins, and
travel.
Yeah, it will be a traveling violation on Roberts. Took an extra step on the spin.
It's going to be a tough shot. I think we're going to see a good, strong second half from Robinson for South Sevier.
Left side high with it is Crum. He'll come up top to Giles. Bounces left junction to Crum, guarded by Robinson. Up top to Davis. Hands it off to Giles. Brings it out to Porter. Porter looking to drive right side, hangs in the air, off the glass, got it to go. Dallin Porter now gets it going for the Eagles, and it's a 3-point game.
And you really like that. He missed a couple shots early, and now his confidence comes back. He hits the toughest shot he's taken tonight.
Jagger Red yo-yos up top. 31-28 South Sevier. Bounces left wing to Ingram. Down the lane to Bastian. Up top to Red. Pump fake on the shot. Cut off on a dribble drive. Lobs to Ingram on the left wing. Into the corner to Roberts. To the lane to Bastian. Faces up. Bounces underneath for Robinson. Ball got tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Duchesne basketball.
Yeah, I think I thought Johnson was going to intercept that ball anyway, but turnover. 3-point lead. Chance to tie the game.
Walking up the floor is Giles. He'll go to Crum in the backcourt. 1-2-2 half-court trap again by South Sevier. Up ahead they come right side to Johnson. Being trapped, has it poked away from behind by Red. Out of bounds. Duchesne ball.
Good trap that time. Stockton and Jagger.
Davis to inbound. Skips it over to Crum. High left side. Up top Giles. Underneath looking for Porter. Makes the catch in traffic. Working on Bastian. Faces up against him. Goes out right wing to Giles. Now to Johnson. Left corner to Crum. Open three. High arch. Off the rim. No good. Red the rebound for South Sevier. He's gone run out. Pushing the pace. Giles tries to tip it away from behind with a diving effort. They go up top to Roberts. Now to Ingram. Back to Red up top, down the lane to Bastian. Right wing Ingram, kind of a floating pass, allowing the defense to recover. Bastian now gets it back, spins in the lane, left side layup, no good off the bottom of the rim, but a foul called and free throws coming from Max and Bastian.
They give that to Johnson, that's going to be 3.
That is. So first team foul for the Eagles, and Johnson just like that is going to come back out of the game.
Kyson Giles will be back into the lineup.
6:07 to go in the quarter, 31-28. South Sevier leads. Max and Bastian at the free throw line to shoot 2.
Good move for Bastian to kind of force the official to make a call that.
Makes the first one, does Bastian. His first point. First player other than Stockton Roberts or Jagger Red to score for South Sevier. So Johnson into the game, or Giles into the game for Johnson. Cannon Barney will come into the game if Bastian makes this next free throw for Bastian. And he does. So Barney checks in for the Rams. 33-28, 5-point. South Sevier lead. Pass comes into Giles. Giles across the timeline, kicks it over to Crum. Right wing to Kyson Giles, back to Crum. Skips it to Coulter. He's going to drive it in the right hand all the way to the rim. Finish with the left. No good off the glass. Porter the rebound. Back up. Countered and he's fouled. Dallin Porter with the basket and the chance at the three-point play.
And Dallin Porter just kind of exploding. That's what you want from your senior in the post. And
Stockton Roberts picks up his second, team's first this quarter. Chance to pull to within 2. And 1.
You got
rattled it in. 5 quick points for Porter.
So you're right, Robert, about them scoring in spurts, right?
Yeah, just Johnson, one player at a time.
Johnson, then Crum, then now it's Dallin Porter.
Red goes left junction to Ingram. Right wing to Roberts. Pump fake, dribbles to his right. Pull up 15-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound by Barney. Tries to go back up. Blocked out of bounds off of Duchesne. South Sevier ball on the baseline.
A good board off the miss from Stockton for Barney. Kept the ball live.
Barney to inbound. Goes left wing to Robinson. Robinson looks into the drive to the left hand. Puts up the 6-footer down the lane, and Eric Robinson has his first points.
They'll jump start him. Great athletic move.
Crum across the timeline. Skips it to Coulter Giles. Ahead to the left wing to Kyson Giles. Skips it back right wing to Crum. Fakes the pass. Looks to drive baseline. Nothing there. Wraps it around to Davis. Davis dribbles in the middle. Kicks it out to Coulter Giles. Straight away 3. Air ball out of bounds. South Sevier basketball.
Duchesne moving the ball well, just unable to hit that shot. So maybe it's still Porter's turn. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it might be. Ingram with it. Goes to Red across the timeline, working against the trap of Duchesne. Now quick pass up ahead to Robinson. Skips it over for Red. Red dribbles to the middle, gets in the lane, and there'll be a reach-in foul on Coulter Giles on the drive by Red.
He kind of tried to reach over the right hand from behind, knock that ball out of Red's hands. And
the second on Giles, second team foul on Duchesne. He'll come out of the game as Rhett Claiborne comes in.
So Peyton Ingram will bring the ball sideline.
Comes into Roberts on the logo. Left wing, Red. High post Robinson. Left junction, 15-footer, short off the rim. Rebound down the lane, and a foul will go against South Sevier. That's going to go on Eric Robinson. That'll be his third, team's second.
Kind of a frustrating shot. He knew he left it short. Kind of charged in there for the rebound and got over the back.
Crum brings it up. Across the timeline, skips it over to Claiborne. Backs out, goes high post to Davis. Numbers now for Duchesne. Left side, Porter for the easy lay-in. He has 7.
Yeah, what a great find that time, Rhett Claiborne to Dallin Porter.
2-point game, 35-33, South Sevier. 4:25 to go in the third quarter. Barney right wing, comes high post to Ingram. Turnaround 14-footer off the glass, no good. And the rebound goes to Kyson Giles. He's going to push it ahead quickly. Down the floor. Spins in the lane, got cut off with the help defense. Out to Davis, up top to Claiborne. Now they'll slow it down. Claiborne fakes right, looks to drive left, cut off at the free throw line, goes left into Crum, rises for the 3, air ball. And it's saved in by Claiborne, but he'll tip it out of bounds. South Sevier basketball. 4 minutes to go in the quarter, 35-33, South Sevier.
What a game. Looked like it might be a yawner, 19-8 South Sevier after 1, but Duchesne's made a game of it.
High post to Roberts, quick pass to Robinson for the easy lay-in, great find.
Yeah, what a great find, great pass.
4 points now for Eric Robinson. Crum across the timeline, goes to Davis. 3:40 to go in the quarter, 4-point South Sevier lead. Claiborne with it. Goes to Crum, picked up by Barney. Right side high Davis, he'll rise for 3 off the screen, rattles it in, a Mason Machinery 3-pointer, and it's a 1-point game.
And now they're starting to spread the wealth. Duchesne getting more people involved.
That's the 5th player to score for Duchesne. Red crosses over, goes to the corner to Barney. Low block into Robinson, working on Porter. Backs him down, hands to Red. Reverse layup, missed it short off the rim. Rebound to Ingram. He'll go back up, blocked from behind, and a foul called. So Peyton Ingram will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think they're going to get from the backside Giles.
Yep, Kyson Giles picks up the foul. That'll be his 3rd. So you've got both Kyson Giles and Jashawn Johnson now with 3. And that'll prompt Coach Hoops to get Tanner Stansfield off the bench.
Yep, Porter did a good job, I thought, facing him.
First free throw from Ingram is good. His first point. Now all 5 starters have scored for South Sevier. Keegan Johnson in for Cannon Barney for South Sevier, and Stansfield into the game for Kyson Giles for Duchesne.
3rd game of a 3-game series, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Your bench critical.
Second free throw is good from Ingram. He makes them both. He has 2 points. Back to a 3-point South Sevier lead, 39-36 on the Avi Lumber scoreboard. Davis across the timeline as South Sevier's dropped down into man defense. Left wing to Claiborne. Guarded by Red, off the screen by Porter. Picks up his dribble. Looked like he was going to dribble again, but instead he passes it to Davis. Misses the 3. Backside rebound by Stansfield. He'll go back up off the glass, no good. Davis flies in for an offensive rebound.
Wow, was that a board? That was an effort board there for Davis.
He brings it back to the logo. Left wing to Claiborne. Up top to Crum off the screen for 3. Off the rim, no good. And the rebound by Johnson. Tries to pass it out. Gets knocked out of bounds by Claiborne. Remains South Sevier ball with the length of the floor to go.
I think Coach Hoops has to be really encouraged by the effort right now.
Yeah. Red will walk it up for the Rams. Picked up by Claiborne. And a timeout called by Coach Christensen. 2:24 to go in the third quarter. A Monroe City-powered timeout with on the Avi Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier leads 39-36 over Duchesne on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center as we come out of that Monroe City Power timeout. 3 points. South Sevier lead over Duchesne in this boys consolation championship. A State Bank of Southern Utah score update. Manti starting to pull away from Emory. They lead at 54-37 with a minute to go in the third quarter in Richfield. South Sevier basketball out of the timeout. Peyton Ingram up top, guarded by Claiborne. Bounces right junction to Robinson, and Claiborne knocked it away from behind. A South Sevier turnover. That's their 10th. Third this quarter. No turnovers here in the second half so far by Duchesne.
And Duchesne's playing great defense right now.
Left wing Claiborne. Going to drive in, got cut off. Tries to lob inside to Stansfield, makes the catch. As he falls out of bounds, he saves it back into Claiborne. Left side high Porter. Now to Crum as they reset with 15 seconds on the shot clock to Davis. Left wing Crum, guarded by Ingram. Dribbles in, spins in the lane, gets inside, scoop with the right hand and score it.
Boy, what a shot. Highlight reel that time for Parker Crum, spinning into the right hand.
He's got 14. It's a 1-point game, 39-38 South Sevier. Red dribbles in, hands off on the wing to Johnson. 3 on the way, round the rim and drops it in. Keegan Johnson with a Mason Machinery three-pointer for his first points.
Well, that's a big shot. Takes that lead back out to 4.
Yeah, 2-possession game now. Davis left side, hands to Crum. Crum off the screen by Stansfield. Pull up 16-footer from the right junction. Nothing but net. Yeah. Crum was 16.
Here we go. We got a game on our hands.
1:07 to go in the quarter. 42-40 South Sevier. Up top, Red goes left wing to Robinson. Hands to Roberts. Off the screen by Robinson. Pick and roll. They got it to him down the lane. He'll kick it out to Red instead. Red drives left side, cut off. 8-foot fadeaway. Missed it off the rim. Rebound to Porter for Duchesne.
Good efforts. Roberts trying to get that board, but
Duchesne quickly ahead to Crum. He'll step into a transition 3 and the lead. Parker Crum with 19, and the Mason Machinery three-pointer puts Duchesne in front 43-42.
That's why we're big fans of Parker Crum.
Down the lane for Roberts, knocked away from behind by Claiborne. Crum picks it up, bounces ahead for Davis, off his hand, and Robinson picks it up for South Sevier. He's trying to work his way around Davis, and he'll bring it up the floor. Nobody picks him up. He'll drive in. Euro step around. Porter, left side layup is good. South Sevier goes back in front.
Coast to coast for Eric Robinson.
Robinson was 6. 44-43. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Left side Davis. Lobs in for Porter. Guarded by Roberts. Spins against him in the lane. Fade away from 10 feet. Off the rim. No good at the horn. And at the end of 3 on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 44. Duchesne 43. 8 minutes to go in this boys consolation championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centracom and KSL Sports.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home.
Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, buckle up for the last 8 minutes as we come into the fourth quarter. It's South Sevier leading 44-43. Duchesne basketball. Start of the quarter brought to you by Chisholm Dentistry, dedicating to serving the community through top dental care. Call 527-3555. Preston Davis goes right wing to Claiborne. Looks to drive in, puts up the runner against Red. Missed it short off the rim. Robinson the rebound for South Sevier. Jagger Red will bring it across the timeline.
Man-to-man defense from Duchesne.
Tries to go right junction to Roberts, and it goes off his arm out of bounds. A South Sevier turnover, number 12.
Each turnover costly right now. And right now, kind of the momentum is switched towards the Eagles.
Right wing Davis. Guarded by Ingram. One dribble with his right hand, comes out to Porter. Skip it left wing to Stansfield. One dribble, comes out to Crum. Off the screen, he'll step into a three. Nothing but net again. Parker Crum feeling it. He has 22 with that Mesa Machinery three-pointer, and this is Duchesne's largest lead now at 2.
And he went a quarter, I think, without anything. So Crum red hot right now for Duchesne.
Now didn't score in the first quarter. Had 12 in the second, now 10 here in the second half. Jagger Red drives right side, creates some separation, round the rim, no good, it falls off. Porter the rebound for the Eagles. Crum quickly the other way. Robinson picks him up, crosses over, steps to his left, three on the way. Nothing but net again. A teardrop from 3 for Parker Crum. He has 25, and it's a 5-point Eagles lead. And Coach Christensen wants to talk about it with 6:40 to go in the game on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. It's Duchesne 49, South Sevier 44 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, San Pete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Parker Crum has found his stroke here in this one after not scoring a point in the first quarter, 12 in the second, 7 in the third, and 6 quick ones here in the fourth. He has a game-high 25, and it's now 49-44 Duchesne as we come out of the Monroe City Power timeout.
And a lot of these shots pretty well contested. That last one.
That was great defense by Robinson, just better offense by Crum.
Better offense. You know, South Sevier kind of got a little sloppy with the ball right now, and that's something they can't control.
Up top is Red on the logo. Guarded by Claiborne, right wing to Johnson. Into the corner to Roberts, back out to Johnson. Down the lane to Robinson. Robinson dribbles, kicks back to the corner to Johnson. One dribble, nothing there, into the corner to Roberts. Looking inside, goes inside the paint to Jagger Red, and gets it to go. Beautiful find from Roberts, and Red to finish.
Yeah, just a lot of contact, but Jagger laid it in, cut that lead to 3.
49-46 Duchesne. Davis goes left side to Stansfield. Guarded tight by Johnson. Dribbles into the left hand. Bounce underneath to Claiborne, who got open. Misses the left side layup. Johnson the rebound for the Rams. Up ahead to Robinson. Robinson left wing to Roberts. Transition 3. Nothing but net. A Mesa Machinery three-pointer. Roberts has 19, and we're tied at 49.
Well, you're getting your money's worth right now. Back and forth we go. That 5-point lead is gone. South Sevier back-to-back baskets.
Our first tie of the game. We've had 5 lead changes. This is our first tie, 49-49. Crum dribbles in, guarded tight by Roberts. Step back, 14-footer off the back of the rim, no good, and Johnson the rebound.
Yeah, well defended by Stockton.
Robinson drives the lane, kicks it left side to Ingram. Throw it behind him, though. Ingram runs it down in the corner.
Boy,
out to Roberts.
What a hustle play for Ingram.
Up top, Johnson as they slow it down. South Sevier looking to regain the lead here with 5:15 to go. Nobody guarding Red. Steps into a 3. No good off the back of the rim. Robinson the rebound for the Rams. Up top to Johnson. Wide open straightaway 3 for the lead. Keegan Johnson, the Mesa Machinery three-pointer. He has 6. It's an 8-0 Rams run. And Coach Hoops calls a Monroe City Power timeout with 5:01 to go in the game on the Alvey Lumber scoreboard. South Sevier 52, Duchesne 49 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
As a parent, you never want to see your child struggling with suicidal thoughts. But today, the threat is hidden deep within their phones. That's why I rely on Bark. Built by parents, for parents. Bark's award-winning dashboard monitors text messages, emails, and over 30 different apps and platforms for potential safety concerns. Hey, can we talk?
We at Centricom want to help every family protect their children. Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Coming out of the Monroe City Power timeout, Duchesne goes on a run to take a 5-point lead. South Sevier counters with an 8-0 run of their own to go back up by 3, 52-49.
Oh.
And now a foul going to be called on South Sevier as Stockton Roberts with a little push into Parker Crum.
And
that's Jagger Reddick, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's his second.
That last basket, Keegan Johnson, a big one.
Yeah.
Right down the barrel. Back-to-back threes for Keegan.
Davis goes right side high to Claiborne. Down the lane to Porter, working on Robinson. Spins against him, pump fake, got him in the air, gets the finish and the foul. Dallin Porter with a chance to tie it at the free throw line.
Boy, and Dallin's come alive in the second half.
On Robinson, that'll be his fourth.
With Keegan Johnson back-to-back, I don't mean back-to-back, but consecutive shots for him. But Dallin, we've seen him do this, haven't we?
Yes, we have. The and one is good, and we're tied at 52. Porter now with 10, second player in double figures for the Eagles. Roberts' pass to Red is tipped, but Red runs it down in the backcourt. Has 2 seconds to get it across, and he does. Lobs up ahead to Ingram, gets it to Robinson. Robinson in the short corner, right wing to Roberts. Left open, 3 on the way, short off the rim. Ingram the offensive rebound, goes up against Porter, partially blocked from behind by Ingram with the tip in on the right side.
A rebound, a shot, a rebound, and a putback, and I'll tell you, not a big kid, but boy, he's got a big heart.
54-52, South Sevier, 4:13 to go in the game. Left wing Crum, guarded tight by Roberts. They're driving at the right hand, got the ball knocked away by Johnson, goes loose off the leg of Duchesne, out of bounds. That's their first turnover of the fourth quarter. South Sevier ball up 2.
So Coach Hoops is saying the ball got tipped, but
which it did,
yeah.
But it then went off the leg of Duchesne. He's right. Ingram in the backcourt. Little diamond press now for Duchesne. They drop out of it into a 1-3-1. High left side Red. Wanted to get that skip pass, but didn't risk it.
Got Johnson in the corner there for second.
Right wing Ingram. Skips it left side to Red. Looking for Bastion inside, who just checked in for Robinson. Into the corner to Ingram, right side. Spins as he looked to the bench. Goes out to Johnson, right side high. Johnson crosses. Hands off on the wing to Roberts. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to get it inside the Bastion. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Porter, but just 3 seconds on the shot clock for South Sevier. Ball on the baseline. It'll be Red to throw it in. There's some confusion on what South Sevier's doing. They just lob in for Roberts down the lane. He'll put up the left hand. Too hard. Rebound tipped up, and Porter has it.
Boy, too easy for Duchesne to let that ball come into Roberts there, but a little hard on the shot.
Davis up top. South Sevier by 2 on the Ivy Lumber scoreboard. Right side high to Claiborne. Goes to Crum, guarded tight by Roberts. Dribbles with the left hand, got cut off, comes back out to Claiborne. Fake left, looking to drive right, gets in the lane, takes a bump, high off the glass, no good. Bastion the backside rebound for the Rams.
Lead stays at 2.
3 minutes to go. Up the floor comes Jagger Red. Left wing Johnson. Back to Red. Right wing Ingram. Down the lane to Roberts. One dribble. Tries to create some space against Porter. Wave it off. Traveling violation. 13th South Sevier turnover.
I think that call's right.
Deshaun Johnson back into the game for Duchesne as Rhett Claiborne comes out.
Claiborne kind of an energy. He brought energy, I thought, to Duchesne. And
yeah, played tough D. Davis will bring it across the timeline for the Eagles. Works his way left side. Hands it off to Crum on the wing. Crum off the screen. Picked up now by Johnson and Roberts. Looks to drive right. Hands to Johnson instead. They go up top to Porter. Porter, one dribble down the lane. Up and under move against Bastion. Gets the foul, but misses the shot. Free throws coming for Dallin Porter with a chance to tie the game. Foul on Bastion will be his second. Team's third this quarter. No fouls this quarter on Duchesne.
And Bastion, I think, doing his best. He's not as mobile right now with the injury.
First free throw, high arch, round the rim and falls off. Porter made his first 2, which were both and ones. He's now 2 for 3 from the free throw line.
Chance to bring it within 1.
And he does as he knocks that one down. He has 11 all in the second half. Eric Robinson into the game for
Bastion.
Maxim Bastion. And Kyson Giles will come into the game for Tanner Stansfield.
So you talked start of this game. Who's going to be that guy that's going to come up? You know the stars are going to play. Who's going to hit a big shot?
Right side, Roberts, guarded by Crum. Hesitation dribble, drives left, gets in the lane, little 6-foot floater, got it to go. 3-point South Sevier lead.
And I like that because Crum's hot offensively. What do? Make him play defense.
21 now for Roberts to lead South Sevier. 2:07 to go in the game. Davis, left wing to Kyson Giles. Guarded by Red, looking inside, there's nothing there, to the wing to Porter. Porter looks to dribble in, spins against Robinson, puts up the left hand, missed it off the glass. Rebound to Robinson.
Big stop for South Sevier there.
And now Davis comes into Jagger Red with the body. That'll be the second on Davis, but the first team foul on Duchesne. And I think if I'm Coach Hoops, I'm okay with that because you're needing, if you're going to stay behind, you're needing to get to where you're going to be able to foul them and put them in the line.
Exactly. So
into the backcourt, Roberts. 1:45 to go. Picked up by Crum. Up top to Johnson. Right wing, Red. Faces up on Davis. Fake right, looking to drive left. Gets all the way down the lane and a foul called on the drive.
Same thing, Robert, there. It's okay.
Yeah, you got two. Third.
Get several possessions. 133, a lot of time.
Duchesne's going to bring Coulter Giles into the game. He'll come in for Preston Davis. And a timeout will be called by Coach Christensen. We'll take it with 1:33 to go in the game. On the Abbey Lumber scoreboard, it is South Sevier 56, Duchesne 53 in this boys' 5th and 6th place game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University as we come out of that Monroe City Power timeout. They're proud to provide the lights and other electrical comforts for residents and all South Sevier High School home sporting events. That's Monroe City Power. And it'll be a 3-point South Sevier lead. South Sevier basketball as we come out of the timeout. Jagger Red will inbound underneath. 4 around the key in a box set. Red to inbound, bounces to the corner to Roberts. Out to Johnson, right side high. Hands off back to Roberts. Roberts up the screen by Johnson. Drives in, scoop with the right hand, off the glass and in. Roberts with 23, and it's a 5-point game.
Super drive by Roberts.
1:17 to go in the game. 5-point lead for South Sevier.
Duchesne, big possession. They need a basket right here.
Kyson Giles spins, had the ball poked away, but he gets it back.
Going to get a 3-second call if you don't get out of there.
Right side, they go to Porter. Porter goes right to left. Pump fake, puts it up against Robinson, and he traveled. If you've noticed the change in defense for South Sevier, they are not allowing Parker Crum to touch the ball. Stockton Roberts was completely away from all the action defensively just because he couldn't stay a foot away from Crum.
Well, good idea. Parker Crum's scoring machine.
Jagger Red with it, works his way around. Off the screen, works his way to the key. Shovels it up top to Roberts. 45 seconds to go in the game, 18 seconds on the shot clock, down to Roberts. Takes a bump by Porter, trying to create some space. Left-hand shot is good. Roberts with 25.
How'd he hit that shot? It's like, no, yes.
Now Crum comes and gets the basketball. Steps into a deep 3 from the left side. Off the rim, no good. Johnson the rebound. 28 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off and a 7-point South Sevier lead. And a foul will be called on Kyson Giles. That'll be the 4th on Giles. Just the 3rd team foul.
South Sevier right now in the driver's seat.
Preston Davis into the game.
Big comeback for
Giles, and Dylan Hughes comes into the game for the first time today, a senior for Duchesne. He checks in as well.
Dylan Hughes checking in for Duchesne.
Pass comes into Jagger Red. Picked up by Hughes. Crosses over. Works his way around right side, gets all the way down the lane, gets cut off by Davis. Right to the wing, he goes to Roberts, down to the final 6 seconds. The South Sevier bunch on their feet. And the final seconds will tick out the clock. A hug between Roberts and Crum, and that'll do it. South Sevier finishes in 5th place with a 60-53 win over Duchesne, and the Eagles finishes in 6th. We'll take the break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.